Man, I love the Wii. Look at this thing with all its cool sports and stuff. The Wii is such a unique system compared to all the other consoles around this time. I mean, comparing it to the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360, it seems like such a far cry from the typical gaming that we know. I mean, just look at this controller. Are you serious? Looking at this thing, I wouldn't really expect it to get popular, but so I guess the question is, how? How did we... Hold up, wait. We need to go back a generation. The GameCube was Nintendo's console of the 6th generation. Alongside it was consoles like the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, and the Dreamcast. Among these, the GameCube placed third in terms of sales, not too far behind the Xbox, but was ultimately seen as a flop. Well, anything would be seen as a flop next to PlayStation. The Nintendo GameCube wasn't seen as a fail because of its sales, it was because of its limitations. Nintendo is a company that strives for innovation, but it seems like all the innovations they made had backfired on them. The GameCube had smaller discs, making it harder for third-party companies to come in and put their games on the console. The GameCube was also lacking in online functionality that Xbox had introduced in their same generation, and the controller layout wasn't as great for all types of games like shooters and fighting games. Looking at all these factors, Nintendo knew they had to up their game. But how? How did we get here? Early on in the Wii's development, formerly known as the Revolution, the president of Nintendo, Satoru Iwata, decided their new console wasn't going to compete with Sony's PlayStation or Microsoft's Xbox. Instead, they were going to target a bigger audience.
Perhaps those who have quit gaming or who have never played with games looked at the controller and feel it may be too difficult for them to play, even before they dare to touch the controller. I believe we need to make a new proposal so that those who are not playing video games now will say, I can do it, and I want to touch it.
One of the ways the Wii chose to accommodate non-gamers was the shape of the controller itself, shaping it closer to a TV remote so it would be more familiar for people who haven't been gaming, titling it the Wiimote, or the actual name, the Wii Motion Controller. Although the Wiimote was very simple and effective, most games wouldn't be able to support the controller because of its limited amount of buttons and severe lack of thumbsticks. But Nintendo knew this, so they added a port at the bottom, allowing for accessories to be added to your Wiimote. There were two very important accessories that came with the Wii. One was the nunchuck. It was basically a joystick that came with your Wii, and it allowed for better movement in video games, and you could repurpose the directional pad buttons on the Wiimote for different things, allowing for more advanced but not all games to be added. Next is the Nintendo Classic Controller. The Nintendo Classic Controller is like a more modernized version of the NES controller, but repurposed for the Wii. It has most of the basic functionality that a normal controller would have today, although it doesn't have the motion controls the Wii is known for. Oh right, motion controls. We took a creative approach to gaming, prioritizing motion controls. Motion control is what the Wii is centered around. It's more accessible because instead of relying on joysticks and buttons to control your character, your body is controlling the character with motions you'd be familiar with in real life. This is easily showed off with the game Wii Sports that's bundled in with your Wii. Using sports like tennis to show off... Come on, bro. The motion controls aren't just exclusive to the Wiimote. The Wii Nunchuck has them too, allowing for things like boxing to be possible with the Wii. With all these factors into play, let's see how the Wii did compared to the other consoles of its generation. The Wii was an all-around success for Nintendo. They achieved everything they set out to do. But they didn't stop there. They went on to sell more accessories like the wheel for Mario Kart, the zapper, an enhanced version of the classic controller, and Wii Motion Plus. It would allow for better motion controls and would be later incorporated into all Wiimotes. For the next generation of consoles, Nintendo wanted to repeat the success that the Wii had gathered. So, they thought the best way of doing this was making a sequel called the Wii U. And it went great. Oh, maybe not.